Welcome to a Psycho Squad Gaming Club role-playing episode. This features mature adults using mature language. If that bothers you, stop listening now. Enjoy our game and remember, alter reality on a regular basis. Come on! And we are live. So last time that we got done playing, we were getting ready to do that party. We ended up having the party. We had a couple of gaming sessions that involved just people running around buying things. So I didn't really provide the podcast for that on purpose. Really, it's more role-playing than anything else. So now we are all done buying all of our hard-earned money. And now we are ready to start this mission of Tretcherruss wanting to take out his competition. I believe that's where we're at, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds familiar.
Sven has gone out with the shuttle, Tretcherruss's ship, and picked up our newest member, which is Dave. Has finally got a character that is done, and his character is coming in. It's a size class 7 machine gun Kelly religious Fott. So he goes out and he gets this Fott and he brings him back to the hotel room. In the meantime, Tretcherruss is going to sit down with Simon and his XO Marek and tell you guys, I have a new guy, he's on the way, he's a big rabbit, and here's his bio. I figured we needed some machine gun work, and this guy comes highly credible. So
I know how to put a machine gunner to use.
There you go. And I don't think he has a standard machine gun. Apparently he's done some work to it and had some fun stuff attached to it. So he's not a new guy when it comes to machine gun work.
All right.
So
I've just heard that Fotts are a lot of trouble, but I'll look past that for now.
His bio says that he was not raised on Dixie. He's actually been in paramilitary training and other mercenary groups for quite a long time. He doesn't have any black marks against him as far as a mercenary goes.
Well, that's a positive.
Yeah, it makes it look like somebody edited my record.
Trey, were you involved in that?
What? Editing what record? I can't confirm or deny.
Okay. So at this point, we've already had the meeting with everyone. As far as the Orion Syndicate stuff goes, Tretcherruss is calling everyone together. He wants to go over a mission parameter, and this is going to happen about a couple of days after the big party, so everyone's somewhat sober. I say somewhat.
Yeah, only slightly hungover still.
Everyone's had their work done on their armor, got their guns and ammo and all that stuff from the Gula Gula guy. He is very happy. You guys made him a whole lot of profit for the day, so he's out golfing with grenades on the driving range.
4, 3, 2, 1, boom!
That was a plasma seduction golf ball. Oops.
Gotta get rid of that gopher somehow.
Someone borged out the gopher. So we are now all together. We're meeting in Tretcherruss's suite. Sven comes walking in with a size class 7 bunny.
Good Lord, that's a lot of hair.
E-I-O, That's one I ain't heard yet. Howdy.
So the only, just to put it in character perspective, the only two characters that are taller than the bunny are Rath and Mur-Dur. And Rath is only taller than him up to the head. Including the ears, he's not taller than the bunny.
I still don't know how you folk hear with them things. I'm embarrassing.
Right.
Try doing it with only one.
So Tretcherruss is sitting in there, and he's like, oh, cool. Thumper is here. Excellent. Thumper, Simon, your XO. Simon, your new machine gunner. Thumper, he's going to point to an Eridani in the back room and says, not the great big Eridani, but the smaller Eridani. Sorry, Marek, you are. That's your XO. His name is Marek. If he says, what up, Doc, I shoot him in the head. So I heard the and I was like, no, he can't complete that. He can't. So Tretcherruss is sitting there and says, now that we're all together, we're going to go over what you guys are going to do. Congratulations, Thumper. You're being thrown right into the fire of this.
Works for me.
Everyone, listen up. Everyone here remembers Mick, and he is the large thorn in my side. I personally don't think that Mick is himself. So I want to prove it, and I want to eliminate my competition at the same time. This means that you guys need to be ruthless. I am shipping you out to a personal warehouse of Mick. I have control of his vehicle. I have control of someone who is close to him that has provided all the security codes and a layout of his base. So I can get you inside the warehouse itself, and once you guys leave the vehicle, nothing in that warehouse survives. This is a total hunt and kill. Search and destroy, total devastate, I don't care.
I'm gonna blow some shit up.
So find the warehouse and make it into a parking lot.
Yeah.
No, well, that just
I don't
depends.
want to do it that way.
Right. The standing orders are going to be, if there's any computers or stuff that can hold any information, you bag and tag those computers. Don't try and hack them. Just bring the whole thing. Because I need information on what Mick is up to. And Mick is going to be there. I want him dead. He needs to go away. Now, as far as payment goes, this is strictly a mercenary snatch and grab, and in the days that I was doing this, and Simon has been filled in on this information already, but I just want to let you guys know that whatever you guys pull out is yours. I don't care.
Except the computer.
I heard that.
Well, yes, the computers are definitely my property.
Do you want this body? Do you want pictures of the body? What do you want for proof?
No, pictures will do just fine. Again, I don't think that Mick is really what he is, so maybe some sort of medical tests if you guys have time to prove that maybe he isn't. I suspect he's some sort of Borg or an iBot is what I think he is. So there needs to be proof that I can supply to the Orion Syndicate.
Certain things will
If not,
show
we'll
up in
bring
a
his
blood
head back.
test. Yeah.
That'll work too.
Okay.
Remains will work just fine, but his is really the only remains I require. Unless, of course, there's something there that you guys think has to be brought to my attention.
Brain bonging is out of the question.
I don't care what you do. You guys are going to go there, and you're going to fly back. And don't worry about meeting any sort of resistance on the way out. No one cares. You have a pilot. You have Sven. He'll fly the shuttle there. When you guys transmit the security code, the side of the little mountain is going to open up. You guys will go inside the mountain. When the door closes, it's all up to you. I don't want any sort of outside communication whatsoever. That's the expendable part. If you guys can't make it out, I don't know who sent you.
Free range killing.
Now, this place is not that big, so I don't think you need to take things like mortars, in which Rift and Greenwall like, aw. Yeah.
Not even in direct fire mode?
We had this discussion. I don't think you guys need to take stuff like that. This place is only 3 levels. You have the main level, which is the warehouse and barracks and stuff like that of private security that he probably has. I don't know exactly how many. I don't have any numbers other than I know that Mick is there, and I know that his 2 bodyguards are there, and that he has people that work the warehouse. Now, supposedly he has his own private security force which stays there, so that could be anywhere from 10 to 1,000 people. I don't know. All I know is that the more private security that they have, the more loot and bounty you guys have. Huh.
Basically, we're going to load the shuttle up with a bunch of stuff. After that murdering. This should be fun.
You're thinking small. I'm hoping there's other transport vessels there.
Oh, Jimmy the dude. I like how you think, sir.
Hey, we've got several drivers.
Uh-huh. Someone may have to get out of armor, but hey. If all the shooting is over, so be it.
We want to upload the
Should we
coordinates
sanitize
into
our
my
uniforms?
computer or...
No.
Just in case?
The coordinates to this location don't exist.
Codes.
There's not going to be anything left when we're done.
The codes have to be transmitted by the shuttle.
Okay.
So,
I'm just how about layout? You have map layout.
no, we do not have a map layout. I have middle level, a lower level that has his power generator in it, and then an upper level that is his own personal suite.
We don't need no map for them stinking raid. We're going in and killing everything anyway.
Buck, just in case the code doesn't work, need your demo kit to double as a can opener?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Hope it don't work.
I think you've got no problem with that. Anyway, should we I never got the reply. Should we sanitize your uniforms?
Just in case there's a video feed, I'd take off insignias, but that's all I'd worry about, Marek.
I really don't care. I want you to wear your uniforms. But anyways, your uniforms are underneath your armor. I would assume that everyone's carrying their armor. So, although you do have the Secure-Trex and the paramilitary sign on your armor.
That's kind of what I'm talking about.
I think we could probably safely pull those.
At least the Secure-Trex logo.
Right.
Any video feed, we can always pick that.
Right.
That's up to you guys.
You done, Talrasha?
The Orion Syndicate's going to find out who did this in the first place. In fact, I'm kind of counting on it. So that's why I really don't care if you don't take off your insignias. But I'm not the mission commander. You guys do what your mission commander tells you. Your owner is telling you how this is going.
Okay then.
Alright, knuckleheads, everyone listen up. So, this is going to be an absolute smash and grab. The key part is let's not smash anything we want to grab. We're going to use a level of precision with this. This is why everyone gets a duffel bag. Murder, you get 2. Now, that's just a way for us to be able to carry things. I'm looking at anything that is not nailed down and maybe some of the stuff that is nailed down. I'm hoping that there is a big safe. Mur-Dur, you'll be carrying the dolly to get the safe out.
We can pry it up, it ain't nailed down.
We'll blow it out if it is. So, but I'm not going to take the time or risk ruining the contents by trying to hack or blow a safe in place. We're taking it with us if we find it. I bet it's there. This is going to be a full sweep. There will be nothing left unturned. And in that accord, when you're getting your gear tight, I want a complete gear list from everyone. After the mission, I'm not saying I don't trust you all, but I don't trust you all. So after the mission, there will be a full shakedown before we displace. That way we have a full load and we will divide the loot evenly. If you get greedy, there will be penalties.
Oh, that's an FU tray if I ever heard one, man.
I'm never greedy.
We
just share it 5 times more than anybody else's.
We're Orion.
Shall I enumerate the ways that you have been greedy in the past?
What? I've never stolen from the group. I've helped you.
Anyone is going to steal from the group. I'm just saying, if you come walking across something pretty and shiny and you put it in your pocket, and I find it and it's not in the loot, there's going to be a consequence for it.
I totally agree with you, Sven. Thank you for pointing that out.
Shiny.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Make no guarantees for Puppy.
Because I'm a businessman.
Rath is off in the back, and he says, then Puppy becomes a softball.
The new Kush toy.
Puppy stuck in my pocket.
There is going to be plenty to go around.
Darn puppy.
There will be, as always, group assignments. Not everyone is going to be on the loot team. So the loot team doesn't get to ride off into the sunset while the people that are covering and working security are sitting there with their thumb up their butt. I don't want people distracted trying to take everything they can. I want to have a lot of discipline so that we can get through this quickly. This is the only way to ensure that we maintain discipline. While we don't have any immediate contact coming from police, military, things like that, that doesn't mean we need to hang out all day. So I'm guessing that there's going to be some things there that are heavy. I want to take any extra vehicles that they have. I want to take cargo that might be valuable in the warehouse. As much of it as we can move. So.
Oh, Simon, forms, paperwork, anything like that. That's also good, contracts, phone numbers.
I think all of that is going to Talrasha, which is why he wants the computers. I wouldn't mess with Talrasha's pocket.
I'm his right-hand man. I help
You're
him
the
out.
last one who we need touching that stuff.
I like help. I help Talrasha.
Yeah, and helped us right into a mess.
No, I was uninformed what I was doing.
Come on now.
Trey, this group, this branch of the Silk Lambs is not going to exist anymore when we are finished. I don't think that their paperwork and stuff is going to be much of help because it's not going to take long for everyone to figure out they are gone and not coming back.
I agree with you. I totally agree.
So, and if Talrasha wants the computers, it's because he wants the business interest that he can scalp off of it. If you collect forms and stuff like that, I'm going to make the call that is going to be the same as the computer stuff. I don't imagine there's going to be a whole lot of paper laying around. They are Orions. They're technically competent.
Well, I'm just letting you know if I can assess this. That would be good. Tal would like that. I mean, he's going to come to me to do to stash this stuff anyway. He is.
We're going to bag it all, and we're going to bring it back. And if Tal thinks it's useful, it will be because it's in his hands and he thinks it's useful.
So was that they're technically competent or technically they're competent?
They're technically competent.
Okay.
When they're not technically stoned.
Hey now.
There is that.
So they write defense programs where it's technically all the time.
Well, maybe not if Talrasha is right and this is an iBot. he may be going through the motions, but he may not be all that stone. So we have to expect that there is going to be heavy resistance, especially when we start entering into the chambers after the warehouse. I imagine the warehouse is going to be filled with squishies. After that, I think it's going to get a little bit harder. So we'll be putting things in place that are going to help us with keeping our operational security together. One of the things that might be nice, and I probably need to bounce this off of Talrasha, we have anything to jam transmissions before they can get out?
Oh, I can't jam if I have the proper equipment.
Not unless there's something on the shuttle. I can't answer that. I don't know.
Sven might be able to put something together.
Then I want you to go through, what's our time hack, Talrasha? When are we leaving?
ASAP.
Yesterday.
It's a 2-hour trip, roughly, from here. My window starts in about an hour and a half or so, and that window's only open for roughly about, I would say, 2 hours.
I'll be right back.
So we need to get in the shuttle now.
You have a minimum of an hour and a half to a maximum of 3.5 hours.
Okay. I need Sven to figure out what he needs to jam transmissions, and I need to burn all of our contacts to see if we can't get it.
So what kind of role would that be, Keith? Just DCM, right?
Yeah, you need to see you need the equipment to do it, though.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm just rolling what equipment
Trying
you
to
need
find
to
out
have.
what equipment it might be.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Well, the easiest way is wait to go see the shuttle first and see if it has anything on there that might even have that.
Okay, I'm gonna run out to the shuttle and start sneaking around and looking what it's got.
All right, just make me a base station roll there. Your mod is a 90, so.
Yep, okay, that's the right one. And I got an 11.
Okay, level 7 works for me.
Yeah.
This shuttle is absolutely equipped with an extra communication suite that was probably aftermarket installed. So why don't you roll your ECM atmospheric?
Alright. $21, so that's 6.
Level 6. Okay. So you believe that once you're inside the hangar and you flip the switch on this thing, that you should be effectively jamming outside transmissions.
That'll work.
Good call.
I'll radio that back to Simon.
Good news. Good job.
So yeah, the shuttle, I should be able to, what's it called?
Jam.
Jam, yeah. I should be able to jam anything outside, so we should be okay for this.
You can't jelly it?
Okay, I'm back.
It has to be jam?
Hello, Mac.
So when we go in on this, we want to try and take out the power right away, or ignore it as an obvious target?
I'm going to ignore it because I want to be able to see things as they were, and I don't think that fighting in darkness is going to be a necessary advantage. So we're going to have the element of surprise. We're going to be able to cut them off. On the map that we have, is there a secondary exit?
You don't have a map.
That'd be a no. By the way, no offense to Carl, but if he's got somebody who thinks he's turned in that group, I wouldn't count on the element of surprise.
I'm not. I've got another plan for that.
Okay.
So, well, that would be great information to have to make sure that we did, if there was a secondary exit, that we knew about it going in.
From what I got, there is not a secondary exit. You'll just have to adjust for that.
If that's somebody's hiding hole, there's going to be at least 2 or 3 exits that folks don't know about. Ain't no way somebody goes into a hole like that without a back door. Not knowing with any sense, anyway. And he don't strike me as being stupid.
Well, this is just one more reason why we're not going to deal with the tower. This is going to be one of those things where I'm going to divide the team depending on the resistance, and we have to take this down as fast as possible. This is going to be a rapid assault. We cannot get bogged down.
Well,
we have to take this down fast.
I'm good at flanking. And I can lay down a lot of trouble for them.
Well, you're going to be key to taking the warehouse. I have another contingency plan that I want to go work on rigging. It's not pleasant, but it's something I think needs to be done. So, just in case we've gotten a little bit turned over here. Buck, why don't you go with me to the shuttle, and we're going to go figure out how to blow these walls off of it so we don't get trapped in here if someone decides to start turning us into a beer can.
Ooh, that's going to be loud.
It's going to be really loud, but it's better than being shot when you can't do anything about it.
Right?
So, we'll pre-make some C4 shape charges. If I don't want to rig it, I just want to have them pre-made, and I want to have a plan on how to blow this thing wide the heck open if we get in trouble. And everyone just bring an extra set of earplugs.
Earplugs?
Earplugs, that's what they got helmets for.
I'm going to want earplugs and a helmet.
Ears like this, I'll just be in the next county, thank you.
It's hard to fold them. It's uncomfortable folding them big old floppy things inside a helmet.
Yeah.
The helmet for ear slot?
Probably got a way to put them out.
Yeah, if you're in non-environmental armor.
Yep.
If you're in environmental armor, you're tucking those things in, big guy.
Yep. I'm just saying, when the armor's fully active, definitely want them out of danger.
Now, does it drink dirt yet?
Here's this nice, you gotta protect.
What was that, Chris?
I was asking Dallas if it was drink 30 yet.
Somewhere it is.
I'm going to join. I'm going to have one if you want to join.
All right.
I don't mind.
Man, I thought it was supposed to be the Orions that were going to be drinking.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, I heard them around. Thank you.
And hotel's having a hard time keeping the little mini bar stocked.
That's right.
That poor hotel.
Poor hotel, man. You know how much they make on those mini bars?
Probably a lot, I would think.
A lot.
No, we already cleaned out the limo.
They tend to get $6 to $10 for those little jars.
occur.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
So, Simon,
Go.
Rath is asking is this going to be a silent maneuver, or is it real loud right off the bat?
Well, in the warehouse, the quieter we can get through the warehouse, the better. I don't know what it's going to take to get into the secondary compartments. If we're going to be able to find a key, if we're going to be able to find a swipe card, if we're going to have Miles hack it, or if we're going to have Buck blow it the heck off.
I vote the latter. Oh, sorry.
Your vote don't count?
You're no fun.
What we have to do. So if we get into the warehouse and there's a security team in there that's armored and shooting at us, and silence is out of the question. As long as we can keep it quiet, we will. But once the noise starts, the full assault begins. We're gonna blitzkrieg this thing. So have your flex shields ready. I want people going down hallways. Even if it's supported, it's shock and awe time.
I can do that. Thought I'm pretty good at just firing off. Yeah, I know it's the aww, but
Yeah. Monte,
Yes.
did you get your updated character in the email?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So now, since we haven't pulled a stunt like this in a while, who has things on their skills that will help us with searching? Detect concealment.
Like everyone.
I got 4 levels in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
So detect security systems.
Bypass security.
You got to detect it first.
I got a level in stealth.
Oh, that ain't gonna help in this situation.
I'm trying to figure out who the search team is.
I got infiltration. That's about it. And detect concealment.
Got 1 level of detect concealment.
Okay, who has at least 5 levels in detect concealment?
4.
I have 4. Buck.
I have 4.
4.
I think I have 2.
But I got a sight roll that'll blow your mind.
Greenwall doesn't have any.
So, I guess I lead the detect concealment crowd then. Who has detect security systems?
Alright.
What?
Okay.
I don't have detect security. I got the bypass of security.
Okay. Merrick, I'm going to put you in charge then of security while we are going through. Give me a rundown again. Who has 4 levels of detect concealment?
I do. Thumper.
Tasha.
Trey.
Marek, 4.
Buck.
By the way, Thumper's also got a plus 70 on vision, plus 20 on smell, and a plus 40 on hearing. Not counting any bonuses from Physics or whatnot.
Dang, I sure wish we'd had our Ram Python his eye. We could really use that X-ray vision for this. Not joking. All right. I think that's all I've got. For the brief. Let's get wired tight. We're gonna kick this thing out of here in about an hour and a half. We're going to give ourselves as much time on site as possible.
Easy enough.
Yep.
Hour and a half passes by, and everyone starts loading into the delivery shuttle. Basically, the shuttle is roughly the equivalent of a trans-atmospheric craft. Cargo area is about the size of 12, 14 foot long U-Haul trailer. Probably about twice as high though. That way it can carry large races. You guys are not going to have a whole lot of movement available to you.
Just means we'll be looking forward to getting out and getting to work.
Merrick, I want you to pass the first two off. You guys are next to the door.
Alright. What do you want me to do?
You're flying.
Well, other than the flying.
Yeah,
I want you to be able to hang on to the craft and keep us ready to go, and I'm going to leave some security with you.
Okay.
So what are you packing?
I am packing an AUG 56 AP rifle, free arm rocket, slipstream AR, and a 750 pistol. And I apparently have mesh armor.
Yep. Important safety note, don't get hit.
Don't get hit, yeah.
Yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot of stuff that you can readily keep available that's going to be swinging the tide of a fight. So, let me see. What's your military leadership and intuition?
Military leadership is... I have to find that. Where is that? Oh, 53. And intuition is...
Above it.
77.
Okay. So you're going to be about average. Your aggression? How aggressive is this guy?
Oh, 41.
Yeah, you're not going to be going off and playing Rambo on me.
Nope.
You need young or participant. That's a good thing.
He is very not Rambo. He's good at controlling directions, but he's not Rambo.
Fabio.
Don't shoot the hair. Don't shoot
Don't
the
shoot the face on the face.
Not the face, not the face.
Battle Cry one makes City of Villains characters. On the face, on the face.
God.
He was trying to get into Hollywood. Figured James Bond got all the girls, but all the villains got the girls first. So that's why he was going the villain direction.
That's legit.
Buck, mark Greenwall down for battery as 400 points. I know they can store 500, but once they cast battery, they're going to take 100 points and transfer it. So they're going to have 400. Each of them are going to have 400 points of electrical energy stored inside them.
Okay.
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 So
400 electric.
just in case, you know, for extra power points and.
I can go to town. Here, Duracell recharge.
Yeah, there is that.
You anxious to start your new gun?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here comes Rift with his big old gun. I'm ready for my big gun, man. Betsy.
Maybe Betsy.
Really?
It seemed appropriate.
That works
for me.
Your son's named the Buddha.
All right. What else is there?
That's how I'm up and move on out.
So what team am I on, Simon?
Yeah, our side. Try and remember that. Yes, that was that was Rath.
Yeah, Donnie got you.
Right. Was that an attempt to make it? Wow. I never thought I'd see the
Sorry,
day.
it was the old part.
And Eridani made a joke.
I assure you, Trey, it was not a joke. It was a reminder.
You know, I would never turn on you guys.
Exo, permission to kill the Phentari?
That's a no. Still a no.
He goes, I would never leave you guys hanging in the lurch.
Well, that's because you have an acute sense of self-preservation.
And that's a problem for survivalists.
For some people it is.
Just to let you know.
Hello, Dixie.
So,
All right, so pack them like sardines in there.
Still haven't heard.
Sven, it's kind of hard to really get into the pilot's compartment in your heavy armor, but you're going to manage because the Marek-Ichan will tear the seat out for you. So
he excels at breaking things.
I don't suppose you want to try and drive this without your armor, so you're like, I can't fit in the pilot's compartment. RIP! Well, yeah, okay, that'll work. All right.
You need to drive, no front biggie.
What? I took off some. These are the ones I left behind. I just marked to do some weight here, since it's going to be a quick in and out. So I dropped the
Bring your
plasma jet, because that's going to take too long to warm them up.
Okay.
And the ceramic daggers, so it got me to 38.4.
Oh, okay, hold on. I have the rules lawyer stuff. Hold on. So you're dropping the 4 ceramic daggers and the 4 plasma jets?
Yeah.
Okay, and what else? Oh, the
2 10-Alexes.
The 2 10-Alexes?
Yeah. Store those.
Oh, so you want to get down, you're looking at adjusting your encumbrance.
Right.
Okay. So I'll put you at a -1 on your initiative. And your move will be at, it's going to be a 10?
10%, hit -10%.
So that's 1 point. It's 1.2.
1 point.
So your move goes to an 8.8.
8 point.
No, that's not right. Oh, so I did it from 10.8 is your new move.
10.8 is when you move.
Yep. there you go. All right.
And what was the initiative? Was 1?
-1.
-1?
Right.
Okay.
All right. So everyone gets packed inside the vehicle. Rath wasn't given clearance to lop off the head of the Eridani. He sulks. Long day for Trey yet again.
Yeah, I'll spend all day looking up names and trying.
Names of what? All your kids? What, are you from the Balanji clan?
No.
Oh, just saying. I mean, it's
He might be.
No, just looking up with.
Like that? Are you kidding me?
No, he's pulling the full. He was been trying to look up the warden, his old warden buddy, and looking up judges with dings on their records and stuff like that.
nothing that applies to what we're doing now. All right, cool. Good enough. All right. So,
I just wonder why you're doing that instead of trying to break this mystery where we've got to figure out what's going on with Tasha.
I thought I could have sworn I found something on the
nope, no one's done anything about Tasha, dude. Nobody.
Oh, then I would have.
Wait a second, I healed her.
Then I would try to. Oh, that's what I would do. I would ask my.
Later. We're in this right now, so that's going to have to hit later. All right, so the pilot's compartment is a completely separate, sealed compartment from the cargo area of this shuttle, by the way. So, are you going to have anyone ride up front with Sven by any chance?
Is anyone going to fit? Maybe the professor.
I'm pretty sure both the Mutzachan can fit in there, even in their armor.
Well, let's put them up there then.
All right, cool. All right. Greenwall and Rift go up there. Rift is all like, "I'm the gunner. I got the new big gun. I get to go outside the window and shoot if I have to. I got you covered there, Fabio. Don't you worry about it."
I just give him like, don't touch any of the buttons. Yeah, go have fun.
But I guess that means Green Horden's riding bitch.
Story of my life.
Greenwall sitting in the middle. This sucks.
Right.
I mean, you can get in the back with the rest of the monsters if you want.
No, that's okay.
I'd rather ride up here. I find it quite distasteful that the constant grumblings and swearings at the Phentari from everybody.
He's a Phentari. He knew what he was signing up for.
Much love and respect, Trey, until you die and I take over your contract holdings in the corporation. So,
who said that?
Who do you think said that?
No, drunken monkey grabber.
So off we go like a herd of flying turtles.
Flying turtles, know that.
That sounds good.
Or probably a furry snake.
So it's roughly gonna take about 2 hours in atmospheric flight time. This is not the fastest of skimmers in the world, so.
And who's staying with the shuttle when we get there?
It has a regulator on it. They don't want you to go over 55.
Painted bright orange.
Yeah. Has special bus on the side. Look, that's filled with a bunch of retards.
Look at
You
that
have
video.
no idea.
Look at those two big-headed ones.
Who gave one of them a gun? Oh my God, it's being hijacked. Call the cops.
Alright.
We need someone in the back to roll down a window and hang their head out.
They jump out. Timmy!
Timmy!
But we're Bloods. We're Crips. But we're at the Crips.
Keep this hand!
They go, man, these two are real hard rollers, man. They just took a whole group of Bloods.
So for 2 hours we have to, all of us in our heavy armor and everything back there have to stand up as much as we can for 2 hours in the back.
I'm just ready to seal that environmental armor in case that ram decides to chunga.
He lives environmentally contained. Besides that, he's the only one that gets to enjoy it.
It's not the ram you have to worry about. Somebody else if he opens his visor.
He can.
My visor.
Let out all the smoke.
Why would God do that?
Yeah, we have two characters that are always buttoned up. One is for the biohazard, and the other one is so that everyone's not stoned. But second-hand smoke is more potent than most people's first-hand smoke.
That's a good thing.
That's why you live it mysteriously contained. You can make a joint last a long time.
That's right. Come on and check the trade.
All we need now is the local police force that has some cameramen with them filming intergalactic cops to pull over. What have you got in the back? We need to open it up. I'm not so sure you want to do that.
No, you don't want to do that.
So he's doing the ultimate hot box at the moment or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sven, you notice that you are driving towards, or flying towards a mountain range.
Yeah.
The vehicle itself starts to slow down, and your communication set on there starts signaling the access code, basically.
Yeah.
You guys have it's already been pre-programmed and stuff like that. So
Many lives have been given for us to receive
So
this code.
basically it's on autopilot, and I have to...
many Boffins died to get us this information. Except, since we're not playing Star Wars, I must remind you we're playing Battlelords. We'll say many Phentari died.
I'm going to say Mozians.
Many Mozians, disguised as Phentari, died.
And a Czar comes out with a nice flaming purple cake.
Oh, hey, it's my Doc. What's up, Doc?
Oh.
No, it's one of Greg's ex-characters. Not right. We don't need to go there. We're done. So you transmit the codes to the side of the mountain, and you see a portion of the mountain open up. Two doors open up in the center access point.
Oh. No, I'm just driving right in. No.
And
Mike out.
I'm playing casually. This is all casually.
Tasha,
I need you to call out contacts as you see them.
this is not the hit force you're looking for. This is not the hit force.
Monty's character doesn't know how to fly casually. Hell, she can't even watch the computer console casually.
Away from the red button.
What's that blinking red light mean?
King, 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 king. The cat's kicking in.
If we lose Monte, that was a good one.
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. There's been some major changes on some of these characters, though, that people are going to recognize, like Tasha having 2 Drexlers instead of a Drexler and a grenade launcher on her back.
You go, girl.
Oh, God, you actually did that?
Oh,
Hell
God.
yeah. Woo! Sexy.
We have 2 hours on the bus. Don't sexually antagonize the cat.
Yeah, that's my collar that's on it.
Oh, it's going to be a bad time to tell her I'm wearing catnip for her.
I got catnip in my underwear. Ow, 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 ow! Next thing you know, your heads up comes up, environmentally containment breached.
Cat's inhaling.
The cat does not need to be high.
So, okay, so Sven and Rift and Greenwall are, oh, and by the way, it is the rough equivalent of about 2 o'clock in the morning.
I see some of my best work in the dark.
The bars are just closed.
The bars are just closed.
Yeah, I'm used to working in the dark myself. They don't tell me shit.
But, so, going
For the
in,
after party.
so Sven, going inside these rather large doors, which the opening is about 14 meters wide. The interior of the garage, because it looks like it's a parking garage basically, is well lit. So as soon as you guys start coming in, you can make out the details of this, basically a main hangar. The roof is roughly about 15 meters of clearance.
Yeah.
You have the shuttle is parking on what seems to be one half of the main hangar. The whole hangar itself looks rather large. Like I said, 15 meters high.
Is there any other ships in the hangar? Or...
Hold on.
Okay.
By the way, are there any windows in the back so the rest of us are seeing this as well?
No.
Okay.
Let me make it as obvious as possible.
So much for hanging my head out the window.
Yeah. You don't usually see windows on shipping trucks.
Probably put one in.
So you're looking at the width of this place is roughly around 40-45 meters. The depth is roughly about the same. Kind of a really big place. The shuttle is taking up a good portion of this left-hand bay that you're in. There seems to be another bay against the far wall to your right. And you can see that there are 2 vehicles parked end to end there. One of them, and they're both skimmers. One of them is a limo type skimmer, and the other one is like an expensive SUV type skimmer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, since you guys, hold on, since you guys are atmospheric, compass directions all apply here, so I can just give compass directions. You guys are in the East Bay. The limo and the SUV are parked behind, bumper to bumper to each other, in the West Bay. Against the south wall, you have a series of what looks like large lockers for maintenance and stuff like that. Against the north wall, in between the 2 doors, which is roughly about 20 or so meters, you have what looks like tanks for fueling and mechanical parts and stuff like that. There are 2 doors against the south wall. One on the western portion, which looks like a 4-meter wide personnel door, and then on the Also against the south wall, at the very eastern corner, which is just almost directly in front of you guys, is a large cargo bay type door that is about 6 meters wide. Right in the middle, which is going to be just to the west of the shuttle, about 10 meters away from you, is a large center concrete column that doesn't quite reach the ceiling because it's basically an outpost. You would have to say that if you're going to guess anything, it's probably a control tower for people coming in. The center block is roughly about 8 meters in diameter. The top of it is a big bulb that is made completely of glass 360 degrees. And inside you can actually see that there is a control in there. Computer banks, all kinds of stuff like that. You can't see if anyone is in there. You can also make out that on tracks on the ceiling are about 4 tractor repulsor heavy equipment movers, basically. They do it through gravitational anomalies. So, they have tractor movers.
I totally call out all this stuff to them, if I can, over the radio.
Okay.
Yeah. Give them a heads up of what's going on.
Okay, and the shuttle lowers its landing gear and lands, and the main doors behind you close. You can tell through your mirrors, you can see that.
Also call that out too. Be like, we are sealed in, guys. Time for business.
Turn on the jammer.
So, Rift is saying, I don't see any movement whatsoever. The largest threat that I would perceive right now, Simon, is probably that tower if someone is inside of it. I do see an access door, but it is closed.
You want to play it cool and just walk to the personnel door?
No, I want to secure the hangar.
Okay. Where you want me?
Well, I'm going to tell everyone where they're going.
Yeah, come on, Chris. We've been good to you.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
You haven't broke nothing yet.
I highly suggest to turn on that jammer, though.
Well,
Not got the jammer on now, or what?
yes.
Alright, I have turned that bad boy on right now.
Maybe jump on. Maybe jump on.
Let's pop the hatch. Marek and Rath, I want you to get to the tower. Miles, I want you right with them. I want you in that tower. If you cannot get in, we are blowing that door. But we are going to secure this hangar.
Let's go.
Tasha and Mur-Dur, you should go to the second set of cargo doors. Me and Buck are going to the primary access door. Looks like it's for people, not for cargo. Thumper, you are going to provide security for the shuttle that we came in on.
After that?
And you are going to do that, and Trey is going to help you with it.
If I might make a suggestion, a charge or two under the other vehicles might be helpful in case somebody does make it through and tries to get out.
No one's getting through, and I'm not blowing up our money.
After that.
Dare I ask what you want us to do?
Right now, the three of you up front, stay up front. In case I need some technical assistance with getting a door open or something like that, I'll give you a call. If you want to take that shiny new rifle of yours and get up on top of the caps where you've got a good vantage point and you can spot targets for me, that'd be great.
How am I going to get on top of this thing?
levitate or something. I don't know. Use your magic stuff.
You know,
And the Rangini boots.
I just want to say that for the I think this is a horrible idea. Trey, you get on top of the vehicle. I don't know how to. What am I, Spider-Man all of a sudden?
Heck, I can jump you up there if you need.
Trey could be a good sniper up there.
I'm not the sniper anymore.
Oh, don't cry.
Well, take up position. Cover, folks.
All right, so the doors open up and Marek and Rath hit it basically.
Great.
I take it, right?
Yeah. I'll move up and take cover.
So as soon as that door opens, whop! It's gonna be a little bit before you get to the door behind them. There's still some other people in front of you, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure there is too.
You're like, go, please go, go. Oh God, there are.
Boss, we're here. How come he's not here? Where is he? You want us to blow it? Do you want us to blow it? Huh?
As soon as I can get out, I need to check for cameras and stuff, Keith.
Pop, 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 pop. Okay.
I think I lost money.
Yeah. Okay, so you can make me a roll on detect security systems.
I make a level 4.
Okay, nothing that is readily apparent sticks out.
Alright.
Either they're that well hidden or you just didn't have enough time to really look while you're running around trying to get in position.
Yeah, I rolled a 48. I needed a good roll on that one. I didn't get it.
You guys who are heading towards the other personnel doors, well, that was you and Buck. You guys have got a good jog, by the way. You're running from the end of the shuttle all the way to the other. I mean, it's an ugly diagonal shot. You guys have a good run. Clank, 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 clank. You almost had a new one.
Yeah, well,
Guess you'll just have to.
have to wait.
Yeah, just have to deal with what you got.
Yeah, with my mentor.
So.
I need me a skimmer bike. That's what I need.
All right. So Trey, where are you going to take up position at?
Yeah, climb up on top and
Okay. All right. So everyone's disembarking. It's a good thing. There's no alarms that become prevalent. The place doesn't light up red and all sorts of ooga ooga goes off. So.
Good
Right,
sign.
that's a good thing.
Yeah. Monte, did we get you back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be taking up a position under the nose of the craft so I can cover.
Okay. And who was going? It was Tasha and Mur-Dur that was going to the other cargo bay doors in front of the shuttle, right?
That's correct. I believe so.
Excellent.
A quick pit stop.
Stop.
see.
Fuck. Alright. Thumper is number 12. Alright, I'm marking on my map where everyone is, so. Okay, so Marek and Rath are going to obviously be the first ones to engage anything, because they're going to get to the door, like, really, really quick. Marek, you'll notice that the door is a standard size. It's a standard size door. It's electronic. Has a electronic keypad on the front of it. So if you want to try the standard way of opening it up, you know, activating it and then hitting open, see if it's locked or whatnot. It's up to you guys. Dallas!
Yeah, I heard you.
Oh, okay, alright.
Relay back to Simon, you know, the door and whatnot. You want me to see if you can pop it by manual, or leave it closed right now?
So if it's not locked, go ahead and open it. Don't force it.
Yeah, go ahead and tap the standard open.
Okay, Rath will look at you as he reverses his grips on his two short swords and looks like he's ready to charge in once you open up the door. You know, just kind of standard stuff that you two guys have worked out, I'm sure.
Right.
And the door is not locked. It actually, it states and has a green light and everything. It says open. You hit it, and it opens up. And, well, then Rath will start to go in, and I assume that you start to run in after him.
Right.
Okay.
Quick message back to Simon, door is open.
Excellent.
Down inside here, it's basically an open column that has a staircase that goes around the inner diameter of this shaft that looks like it goes up to that control room. You can see a landing and everything, and the steps are metal. It's all concrete in here and everything.
Looks like we're going up.
Yeah, so Rath has already started just booking it up up the metal stairs. Doesn't look like he's really going up on full speed because he's kind of wary about whether or not it's going to handle his weight.
And yet we're still hearing clang, 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 clang.
I don't think it's clang. I think it's more like he's running up there pretty quick. Tasha and Mur-Dur will get to the large doors, and they're just kind of, I guess they just stop at the main doors, right? There. I need Trey and Rift to make me perception checks. It's not something that's hidden, this is just a notice check. So it's 50% plus your vision, plus you got your Visex on, so that's another plus 20 on top of that, remember? And whatever mental bonus you get
20,
for
35.
intuition. And if you have the skill sighting, that adds to it as well.
Mental bonus for vision too.
And I could roll a double lot and still make that by 4 levels.
91.
91?
Yes.
What was your base?
My base is 34, 50, and 50.
Okay. So
My
you didn't quite make a level 1.
Oh, add that to my intuition?
Your intuition bonus.
Okay, there's
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna
30.
pass
Yeah, plus 15.
Okay.
You didn't even make a level 1.
All right.
I didn't see squat.
Actually, Thumper would be. He is right there. I have no problem. So Thumper, you make the same roll, dude. You don't have a mental bonus, so.
31. So that would make at least a level 10 check if it's the same numbers.
Yeah, because your vision is a plus 70.
Yep. Plus the Visex.
That's a that's a 90. That's a 140 base. You rolled a 31. Oh my God, man.
Level 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolls a level 10 spot check. Well, it wasn't very hard to hide from you. That's my computer updates here. As I said, against the south wall is a series of what looks like 4 lockers. 2 of the lockers towards the east side, which is towards the shuttle. Looks like they have the equivalent of heavy lift loaders in them. So, man-portable,
like alien
Pallet jacks.
yeah, like alien lift loaders, or
Yeah.
aliens, I should say, yeah.
With,
Just
power loaders?
power loaders, used to move cargo and stuff like that. When everyone was moving across, Thumper, you were looking inside the 4th one, which is the closest to the shuttle, and you notice that inside there, you see what looks like 2 cots hanging from the walls. They're anchored at the walls, and they go to one of the legs of the lift loaders. There's not 2 cots, but like 2 hammocks. There's 2 hammocks in there, and it looks like from the way they're sagging and they got arms kind of draped out of them, there's 2 guys that are asleep inside each of the hammocks.
Oh. Well, it's just to the left of our folks then?
Well, it's like almost, it's not directly in front of you, it would be to your right,
Okay.
for your perspective.
Hey, boss, look to your side. You got 2 sleepers in hammocks.
Copy.
Yeah, with the movement rate of Simon and Buck, you guys would be at basically in front of the number 3 container at this time. So it'd be easy for you guys to stop and just kind of back up a little bit and look in the one you just passed.
Yep.
And it's like, whoa, bad guys. Well, sleeping guys. So, everyone
Good
else?
guys. The ones they can't shoot.
Back inside the column. Rath is going to make it up to the. He's going to make it up to the top. He's going to give out a quick. Broadcast that he just says contact, and he goes through a door up on the control landing, and you see Marek.
All right.
Those of us outside just see the last turn red.
Oh, whoa.
I think he found something.
Pretty damn gruesome. Oh, look, the control tower's getting a new paint job. It's pretty red.
So what?
What's your page do?
I have orders when it's my turn to be.
Yeah, it pretty much sounds like it can be yours now.
Okay. So, Miles, I want you to get up in that tower as soon as you can, and I want you to get control of that computer. Shut down those tracker repressors so they don't get used against us. See if you find anything that is going to be security equipment from the tower.
You're roughly like here. You still got the ability to go. You're like, Yeah!
I ain't that slow.
You gotta stop smoking, man.
I am not that slow.
No, but you smoke a lot. Shut up. And?
I'm an Orion.
Gotcha! Boss!
At least I'm not a female talking with a gravelly voice.
I'm gonna go get rid of the 2 sleepers.
I hear those females with the raspy voice get turned into Japanese party dolls. And then some of their buddies get blown up.
Have a beer, Dallas.
It happens.
Yes, it does.
Dallas's character said, yeah, bring it to me, Mr. Borden. What do you got? Oh, that's an awful lot of rockets. Okay. Gotcha. You blew up one board.
Well,
with
hey, my last thought was, damn, that thing moves fast.
Get ready for a surprise.
And then it's like, greetings, have a beer.
Right. Okay. We're going to put you guys going over towards locker number 4. Everyone else is just kind of hanging out. Rift has got, Rift has got nothing. Sven's got nothing.
Sven is currently monitoring all communications, making sure the ECM is working properly.
Alright. It doesn't look like anyone's tried to say anything yet.
I know free folks ain't gonna be saying that.
Trey, you're on top of the shuttle, or where are you looking at?
As they were running in the direction that they were running, keep an eye on, see if anything pops out.
Of what, the personnel doors?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking down here.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
And then we're going.
So you're using your scope, I take it, right?
Yeah.
To draw a bead on that door. Okay. Hey, wow, Simon, you hearing that? Someone's helping you out.
Yeah, I see this.
It's purely self-serving, I assure you.
So they don't make it to him.
Greenwall and Rift are just kind of... Rift is... He's got the door to the vehicle open, but he hasn't quite stepped outside. He's kind of bracing his gun in the middle of the door frame, facing forward. No, he's got the hybrid sight, man. He's like,
No, he stepped a little bit too far.
He's hanging from it.
He's hanging from it.
Are you going to ride it, or are you going to shoot that thing?
Oh, come on, you don't know what real power is until you throttle a nuke.
Armageddon.
Did I hear that right? Straddle a nuke?
Yeah. Armageddon.
Just want to feel the power between my legs.
Right,
Wanting to feel the power between my legs before we all die. I don't know why you guys got to duct tape me. I had a great spot picked out.
Stevie's awesome, man.
Loved him in that.
Good crazy guy. You guys don't know what you
I
did.
swear to you, she never told me her age. Hey, it's okay. It's for me. Oh, never mind.
I told you, you guys are so in trouble. You're fucking with national security. Swear to God. You're all
Okay, so Marek, you get up to the landing. It looks like that this door to the control room. It doesn't look like Rath cared if it was locked or open. He just kind of went right through it. Just saying.
Room door's open.
You don't care. He's in happy land right now.
And in the middle of the control room is Rath in a combat stance. He's got both short swords plunged up into the ceiling, and there seems to be human that's been impaled with the short swords, and he is also stuck to the ceiling like a poster tack.
That's gonna bleed when you pull those out.
He's like, BWAH!
You got the GPS map? You are here. A little thumbtack map. These are Rath kills. Dink, dink, put one here, put one there. There's one here.
The way Rath is, guys.
I'm out of pins here. I can't fit them all in this one spot.
So again, he's a human. He's a human male. He's just wearing what looks like a jumpsuit. No armor. No sidearm. No life.
No future.
No future.
Good fingers.
Squish.
So Marek, you come running in. You say doors open. You know, you come in there and you tell Rath that that's gonna bleed all over the place. He does a really nice, impressive cutting pull-out move where while the body is falling down, he swings down with one of the swords, completely severs him in the torso, and it goes splat on the ground, and then Rath straightens himself up and says, "Now he's bleeding."
All right.
I stand corrected.
And then he's gonna clean off his.
Crazy, ain't he?
He's going to clean off his two swords on whatever piece of clothing that is not currently being soaked to death by human goo. Then there's going to be a broadcast where Rath puts out one dead in control tower.
Tower clear?
So far.
You're getting to the door going, oh God, there's more running up the stairs.
Dude, I'm not that slow.
These guys move.
These guys are fast, but I'm not that slow.
You are when it comes to every half phase of a second.
I am against them.
Well, yeah, so.
That's why I said, hold them back 2 seconds and give me a chance.
No, that wasn't the order.
No, I'm not talking about now.
They did exactly what I wanted. I wanted that damn tower neutralized.
Don't worry, I'm getting up there.
I know. You're doing good. I ain't mad.
Are we good? Okay.
I am slinging the Winter Doom, deploying the Talons, and since there ain't no such thing as sneaking in assault armor, I'm rushing the sleepers.
Alright. That book, Lock and Load Reloaded, everything is subject to GM approval. Because there is a lot of stuff in that book that is full of crap that I will not allow. So, just saying.
Okay.
That's why they even have in there an index of playability. They go, some of this stuff is just way outside the realm. So.
Talking about Lock and Load Reloaded?
Yes.
Anything Keith would say is over the top. It's got to be scary.
There's some stuff in there that just ain't right.
There is. It's a good book, but there is definitely some stuff
I prefer the mascot in it.
This is the one of the things you traded with that one guy?
No, I got that one from Dallas, I believe.
Oh, you got this one from Dallas?
Yeah, and then I printed it out at work.
Oh.
I wanted a hard copy.
Parasite launchers.
Okay, so got the game going. Alright, so you're going to make an ugly mess out of the two guys in the hammocks, basically.
Yes.
Okay. That won't be hard. Apparently they're both still asleep, which kind of amazes you, but once you see them, it won't amaze you because they have the equivalent of flight hardened ear goggles or ear muffs on.
Ear goggles.
You see, there is a human male in the top. A human male in the top hammock and an Orion male in the bottom hammock. They don't look like they're armored. They're wearing one-piece coveralls, and they're both covered in grease and shop rags and stuff like that.
Turn them into putty. You don't want to get hit with talons if you're out of armor.